Hey, what's up, Dennis? Quick demo video for you for your Magic of Myth Saber, the MoM Luke Hero. So got this done this afternoon. Installed with a Proffive V2. It's got a CCSabers LEDs in here. It's got a removable battery in the neck, and then it's a 2-button setup. So your front switch here, that'll be your activation, and then your back switch here, that's your auxiliary. And then it has a removable speaker to get to your board. So if you ever do need to get to your board, what you want to do is we'll just open this guy up from right here. This comes all the way out. You've got a Smuggler's Outpost 28mm. This is an Elite speaker. And this is a press fit into this pommel right here. This is not coming out, and I did this on purpose. So this all comes out as one unit, right? And when you take this out, you see this in the back. So you got access to your micro USB and your SD card, which is where I've done all your programming. And then of course your speaker pins right there that match up with this PCB. So if you don't need access to your board though, there's really no need to take this out. You can just leave that in there. We'll screw that back in, make sure it's screwed in all the way. And then to get to your battery compartment, what we want to do is just loosen the neck or the grenade section. So I use a regular 7-pin PCB system here to make contact with the blade PCB that's in there that connects to your CCSabers here. And then you got a removable battery in here. So spring side is back here. That's going to be your negative, right? And then it does say Solo Sabers over here on the chassis. We'll throw a battery in.
You're going to walk out with a laser sword and face down the whole First Order?
So you do have motion controls. This thing is super loud. I did bump up your sensitivity to about a 3.8, so that should help with the accidental accidental swing-ons, right? So once you get that battery in there, everything slides in here. It's a nice snug fit, but it does go in. And then we'll just start locking this down. I'll do it this way. You can see your LEDs. So you've got the red and green arrows that mimic the cave scene when the saber is off. And then when the saber gets fired on, the arrows go to red, or I'm sorry, to green. So activation, just like that. Is it working? Super loud, twist off. Hold down the activation for
Luke Skywalker.
Oops, that was the auxiliary. Hold down the activation for a second and let go to turn on your soundtracks. Right. And do the same thing to turn it off.
If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will.
We'll throw a blade in here. So to get to your blade retention, what you want to do is unscrew this top piece. Only the top piece. All of this is locked down tight. I hand cranked it tight, but you don't want to loosen that. Just this top piece right here. So much like the LS6, or like the Gold Wing, right? You'll take that off. You'll see your blade retention right here. So this thing is not going to fit all the way over my saber, but it'll fit down below. You're probably going to have to do a lot of sanding on yours as well. It's a snug fit, but it does fit. So I like to put that on my blade first. I'll come over here and I'll lock my blade down. I gotta loosen up the blade retention. That blade retention has to be engaged into the chamber for that other piece to fit in. We'll just back it all the way out. You've got 2 of these in your kit, so you'll have an extra one in case you lose this one because it is pretty small. And then you need to really crank down on this guy and get it engaged in your blade all the way. So that when you bring this down and thread it in, that grub screw is not sticking up and into your threads. That's the main reason for that. It's snug. Just work it down. And we'll crank this in. A little bit of a chore, but it's not too bad. There, just like that. If you don't have that grub screw engaged into your blade all the way, this thing's not going to tighten in for you. So don't be afraid to go into your blade a little bit. So just like that. This piece right here is a super snug fit on my blade. So you're probably gonna end up doing some sanding, all right? But once you get it in there, everything's super tight. It holds the blade well. Got blade lock up. Go to the next one. So I put these on green because it's Luke, but if you wanted a different color, just hold down your aux and tap your power, you'll hear that noise. Now we can twist through the color wheel and pick something else, like if we wanted a blue, right? And when you find one, like a color you like, hold down your aux and hit your power again. You'll hear that noise. So now we've locked in that blue. Just like that.
Welcome back, Skywalker. I have been expecting you.
This holds the blade super well for being a thin neck. Then your last one here.
I am.
And then I think we're into the stock fonts. Yeah. These are the stock fonts now. Nice fire blade. So, and then now we'll take your blade out. Everything's functioning like it should. This is a pretty solid, it's a really solid saber, solid build, pretty straightforward. Let's get this off real quick so you can see me do it one time. So I'll just twist that up my blade. Come over here and take out this, just loosen this grub screw a little bit. The blade comes right out. And then we'll twist this off too, if we can. You had a couple different options in your kit. One to set up for a 7/8 inch blade, and then you have this one obviously to set up for a 1 inch. I chose to do a 1 inch because I know for a fact that you've got 1 inch blades. I think it looks a little bit better in this saber. I didn't have to have any couplers in the emitter that way, so that's what we went with. So we'll lock this back down, and then to take the battery out, we just do the same thing. Unscrew the grenade section. Comes out just like that, and then you can come in here with your finger from the positive end and pop the battery right out. And then that is pretty much your saber. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, I will try to get this out in the mail to you tomorrow. All right. Thanks.